to me, enough is enough. They just wanna hurt us, bring us down, bring us down. Enough is enough. We won't let them hurt us, bring us down, bring us down. Enough is enough. You won't bring us down, bring us down. Enough is enough. They just wanna hurt us, bring us down, bring us down. Enough is enough. We won't let them hurt us, bring us down, bring us down. Enough is enough. So I deny you, devil, God, heaven and hell. There's not death in those details. Until then.
Hey guys, welcome back to Queen of the Indies Corner with another episode of Under the Ropes. I'm your host as always, the Queen of the Indies, Tiffany, and today I got my good friend Kenzie Paige. How are ya?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yay! I'm so glad that you can come on here and chat with us a little bit. So appreciate that. So, guys, if you're new here to the Under the Ropes series, here I interview everything independent wrestling, whether it's wrestlers, promoters, backstage, referees. I got you covered. If you guys got questions for Kenzie, please feel free. Drop it into the chat. I'm sure she'll be more than happy to answer all of your questions. So make sure you share the stream. So Zach says National Watermelon Day. Ah, that's right. I did see that today is National Watermelon Day. Did you have your watermelon? Did you have your watermelon?
Not yet.
Not
Thanks
yet.
for
I guess after the podcast. I think my cousin sent me, like, she did her nails like little watermelons. So now it just all makes sense of why she did like the little watermelons on her, you know, her hands and stuff like that. So I love that. So let's start off hot. Usually, like, I start off completely like different, but we gotta give love to all the gear makers out there. And I said I was gonna gush on your gear because when I was sitting, we're gonna get into SCI and all that. But I was really like focused, like really looking at the detail in person at SCI, and I'm like, I was like, the details, the rhinestones, it's all glittery, and I'm all here for it. So tell us a little bit about that inspiration. Who's your gear maker? Give some love.
I try to put everybody onto my gear maker because she's literally phenomenal. She's so sweet. It's My Little Halo on Instagram. I don't even know her name. All I know is My Halo. I actually just got gear from her 2 months prior to this, and I knew I had the Natty match. I knew I had SCI. I was like, okay, I want to pop out. I want to look good. So I seen some of her stuff, and she makes a lot of stuff for like rock stars, and I was like, okay, I could do with that. Okay. So I hit her up, and literally within a day, she had my whole thing like drew up. It was beautiful. Yes. And with gear makers, especially for women, it's so hard to find someone, one, that will make it, two, that will care about your sizing and how it sits on your body, and the glitter, the rhinestones, all that. So I just experimented. I just looked and found her, and she's a gem. She's literally a gem. But the cheetah gear that I wore the first night at SCI, I didn't even anticipate having that gear. She had just made a set based off of my pink set that I created with the cheetah. And I was like, this is Kenzie Paige to a T. Yeah. I have to have that. But then I had the little black set made with the bows and the silver, because I had never had an all black set, and I was like, I feel like that would be just good, and with my skin tone I liked it. So she helps me a lot with what I put on my gear and the colors and the contrast. You can't really tell, but on the black one, I have zebra print on the outline. Like there's zebra print around my neck and around the waist. So I just take little things that I liked. Like as a kid, I had a zebra print room. Like me and my sisters were obsessed with zebra print. So I was like, I'll add a little bit of zebra to it, just a little hint of it. So yeah, that's my little Halo on Instagram. She's amazing. She makes custom sets, not just for wrestlers, but for anyone who wants anything custom made. She's amazing.
That's amazing. And I love when the gear makers, when you guys are like, yeah, just go, like whatever you see, and like you can't even imagine like the things that like come back, and you're like, wow, like the freestyle.
Yes, like I never thought of that.
It's so crazy. Like, and then I started thinking, because like obviously like I had to put glitter and all this stuff on my background for this podcast and everything, and it was funny because I started thinking about Lisa and Frank, and then I couldn't find like something I could grab and like put onto my background, but like I just started thinking about like the whole Lisa and Frank of like back then with the bright colors and the zebra prints and all that, and I'm like, oh, I love it. So shout out to that. What do we got going on in the chat? Good Cop Bad Cops in the chat. He goes, watching A Game, Joseph Alexander versus Kenzie from SCI on YouTube while listening. And he said, caption just came up, brought to you by Queen of the Indies tip. Well, yeah, like I did. I sponsored. Like, so I think I got a little bit of a dirty look from Kenzie because I was wearing the A Game jersey.
You see me, I was like, literally, yes, I remember that.
I was like, I'm sorry. But I give credit to the gear makers because so that was a jersey that I had found at like Hobby Lobby. It was like $10. And then I took A Game's logo. Like I asked him for the A Game that's on his gear because it's like special font. And then like he gave it to me, and then I pressed it onto the jersey, and then I started sitting here with rhinestones. And everything needs to be rhinestone. Right?
Yes.
Like everything needs to be rhinestones.
Yes.
But no, I love it. But that was my thought with you. And I'm like, girl, we're besties now. Like I'm all about the rhinestones and like, but that was amazing. So again, shout out to the gear makers out there too. So, and I'm glad that you're watching the match. Good Cop Bad Cop. He always watches like the matches of my guests when they're on here as well. So I mean, you know what? Let's jump into it. Let's talk SCI. All right, let's go into it. This was amazing. This was something that I've been wanting to do for years, was fly down to Tennessee for this. So obviously this has been like 13 years. And what I loved about this year is there was no returns from past SCIs. So I love that. Again, there's like people I knew, people I didn't know. So I appreciated that like a lot more. So you got to talk to us about the experience. You hit hard, girl. Like you forget it. Like being physically in the building somewhere, and I was like, yes. Like I tell you, A Game was scared. A Game was scared.
Oh, I love to hear that. I love hearing that. Love that.
Don't mess with her. Don't mess with her. So tell us a little bit about your experiences with the 2 nights.
I felt honestly like I feel like everyone walked in like they had something to prove, but like for me, genuinely, I've been wrestling for 10 years and I'm based out of Tennessee, right? And this is, a tournament that goes on basically in my area, in my home, and I'd never been a part of it, right? So to me, I'd always ask the question of why? What was the reason? Was they just, and they can't say, well, girls aren't in it because girls have been in it before, right? So I think I walked in with a lot to prove, not to really anybody else, but to myself of like, not only are you going to go in here and you're going to, make it as far as you make it, but you're going to be what people talk about after SCI is over. Whether or not you win or not, they're going to be thinking about the matches that you had. And I think that I accomplished that. And that was really what I set out to do, is just prove that like, and the craziest part about all of this is when I came out and the fans were like cheering for me, I was like, literally in real time, I was like, what the hell? Like, because I go there every other Saturday and they hate me, right? But it felt like just a different vibe that night. Like those 2 nights just felt different. It felt like big fight energy both nights. And I felt like people really got behind what I was putting down. I know there's more fans than what usually comes to TWE. So maybe it was people's first time seeing me, or, getting reintroduced to me. But it was like one of those moments where I was like, I have to really, that's why I had the new gear. I went out there and I was hitting hard. I was on 100, you know what I mean? I was trying my best. But the main focus, the main reason was because I was like, they've never asked me to be a part of this. Like, what the hell? I was a little offended. Like, are you serious? Like, you're not going to ask me? Like, I'm right down the road. So whenever they finally got me in it and they make it this big deal, I'm like, okay, now you want me in it. Now, we're all new here. None of us are returns, like you said. So I'm going to be the one that stands out, and I'm the one that's from here, and you're going to regret not putting me in this sooner.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Period, right? Like, period. It just wasn't the right timing. Like, that's just really what it was. Like, So what was your biggest, like, takeaways between both matches?
That my biggest takeaways, I think it was just do what brought me to the dance, right? Like, do what brought me here, what's brought me to NWA, what's brought me everywhere. Hit hard, look good doing it. And I feel like that's what I tried to accomplish. I don't know. I guess my biggest takeaway is really I can tango with anybody. Like, I'd never wrestled Sal before. I'd never wrestled A-Game before. So these are two new opponents for me. And I've known Sal forever. Mm-hmm. He is like an agent at NWA. So he produces my matches all the time. So to be in the ring with him, it was so full circle, I guess, for me to like finally be able to stand across the ring from him. But it was a first time matchup. Right. Same with A-Game, first time matchup. And I think it was just one of those things where I'm like, no matter who I'm in there with, whether it be first time, 100th time, they're brand new, I'm brand new, whatever the situation is, I can do this. I know I can do this, and I can bring out the best in everyone, and I can do the best that I can with whoever I'm in there with. And I feel like it was I've even told my sister this, SCI weekend almost re-lit my passion, re-sparked my passion for wrestling. So, 10 years in, I mean, at some point, the flame's going to dim a little bit. Mm-hmm. But then you have those first-time matchups, and then you're in this environment where I'm here every other weekend, but this time felt different. Like, these people are either connecting to me or they're hating me, whatever my job is for that night. I just felt very accomplished after SCI, and it's almost followed me within my next few bookings, and it really has helped my confidence and everything like that.
I love that. Oh, like that just hit like all the feels here. And like, I mean, like you said also too, right? Like the bunch of us, like we flew down. There was people from Massachusetts that flew down, me and Jack Sullivan. By the way, Jack Sullivan told me to tell you, good job on beating up our boy A-Game. Listen, New York stays with New York. It's just how it is. But he was like, tell her that, good job for beating up our boy. But even like our friend Zach, he flew down from Rhode Island also, like all over the place, like and getting to experience this was an amazing. I think it's probably one of my best weekends traveling for wrestling that I've had in a very long time. So, thank you. Thank you for like entertaining us. Like, it was just amazing, experience also for me. Let's see who else is in the chat. Hey, it's Ravenna. How are you? She says, Kenzie.
Ooh, I love her.
I know. She's so amazing. So make sure you give some love to her as well, and check out our podcast that we had too. Zote of all trades, Zach of all trades. He says, who's somebody in the SCI lineup you had wanted to get in there with and hit hard?
I wanted to get in there with and hit hard. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. I know someone that would hit me really hard. Isaiah, the winner, he would hit me really hard, but I do feel like that would have been a crazy matchup. Me and Isaiah. Yeah, that would have
big guys in there.
I know. I low-key I just want to feel one forearm. Like, I know it would probably take my jaw out, but I want to feel one. I want to feel Damn.
I'm here for it. Good Cop Bad Cop says Cage Match needs to provide hyperlinks to matches that are listed. Only seen about 100 matches of Kenzie. That sounds amazing. Featuring so many people I used to see at my local indie.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh. Well, since he's like on Cage Match, how about this? Because usually, like, I start off with the podcast for the fans that are not familiar with you, and you guys are your biggest freaking critics. You know, what's a match that you would recommend, you know, for a fan to become an instant fan of yours?
Oh, Lord. I mean, the SCI weekend, for sure. Come on.
She's still living on the high on it. Like
That. Definitely that one. Probably, God, I've had so many matches. They just kind of,
yeah.
any match of me versus Natalia Markova on NWA, they're going to be on YouTube for sure. That is one of the opponents that kind of like, she hits hard as hell.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're in that moment with her, you feel it, you feel the vibe. She creates a big fight energy. That's probably definitely one of the matches. Any match with her. I've had matches from 6 years ago to as recent as 6 months ago. So Kenzie Paige versus Natalia Markova.
There you go. I love the fact that, like, the way that the independent world is now, that we can watch a lot of these matches on YouTube. A lot of promotions are going onto YouTube, which is amazing. And then, of course, we have all the apps as well, which is great. You guys are all killing me with subscriptions, but that's okay. Like, that's okay.
For real.
He also said, Good Cop Bad Cop also said, including 5 years ago today, Kenzie versus Lady Frost at NWA. So I guess that's one that he's definitely going to go hunting for, or maybe he is watching it now while we're streaming live onto the podcast. So, but yeah. So here, let's talk a little bit about NWA, because it was funny because Everything Pro Wrestling, he's live right now. Make sure you guys go give him some love as well after this podcast. His question, his fan tweet was, what is one positive takeaway Kenzie has from her work with NWA and also AEW?
A positive?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of positives to NWA and AEW. I guess I learned, wrestling-wise, I learned how to work hard cam, how to, you know, play to the crowd and to the camera for the people watching at home. Learned how to work TV, because it's way different than independent shows. Even NWA, like, working that TV style is 100 times different than an independent show, right? You go there to an NWA, to an AEW, whatever the situation is, you get like 7-8 minutes. Also, I just am going to clear this up. I have fruit flies because I was on a health kick right before Philly and left a banana out on my counter right here in my kitchen. And so now they're just like attacking me and just making fun of me at this point. So I'm just going to clear that up right now.
Whack them like really hard. They're going to go flying.
Went on a health kick, and then now it's just blowing up in my face. This is why I'm not healthy.
Oh, no.
Seriously, this is why I don't eat bananas, like right here, right now. This situation.
I'm dead.
Leave them out one time, and they just start attacking. Anyways, when you go to like an NWA or AEW, you only get like 7-8 minutes, not even really 5 to 6 minutes, honestly, to kind of prove what you got. So you have to make, where on the indies, right, you get like 10 to 12, 15 sometimes. But you have to maximize the TV time that you do have, and it's not a whole bunch. So you have to, that's where I kind of like learned the character stuff, like the in-betweens. Like, my moves can be cool, but in between doing those moves, you're going to see a little bit character, a little spice, a little something to either love or hate. Because I don't have a lot of time to hit a whole bunch of moves or to show you all of my arsenal, you know? So I have to do what I can and achieve what I can in the time that I'm given. And I feel like that's something that I've really learned, especially with NWA, that like the little amount of time I have, I'm going to make it seem like way bigger and way longer than what it is. That's a positive.
Love that. Love that. Hey, we're all about the positivity on this podcast. I'm all here for it. So, wait, I just saw something in the chat. He goes, okay, match 2 I'm watching now is NWA 78 Natty versus Kenzie versus Kylie. So let's talk about it.
Yes.
Tell us all about it.
It was very surreal, right? Last year I got to wrestle Natty in a singles match, one-on-one, in the same arena, ECW arena. And I'd honestly thought, like, there's no way I could have a more proud and fulfilling moment than me versus her. But then, girl, when I got in there this year, and not only did I see Natty across the ring in the ECW arena, but I saw my little sister. Oh my God. My heart. I felt so full. Because also in that same sense, I see Natty on one side, Kylie on the other. My dad is on the outside of the ring, right? He's our manager. Then I look in the front row is my mother, my little brother, and my parents are fostering a 4.5-month-old. He's such a baby. I'm just like, yes, he has my entire heart.
Aww.
Like, I'm with him every single day. I'm like his main caregiver. And my mom was holding him, and it just felt so. I just couldn't believe that this was my life. You know what I mean? After 10 years of like, I honestly felt like, what am I doing this for? What am I doing? And then to have that moment of like, damn, I got here, I did this, and I got to bring my entire family with me. And that is something that you can't ask for a better moment. You can ask for a better situation to be in. It was very fulfilling. It's like one of those things, like if something happened and I couldn't wrestle again and that was like my last moment, I would be proud and I would be thankful that I got to do that.
I love that. And like I always talk about like randomly with certain wrestlers and stuff like that. Like I love like when you have the family that's like so supportive, and then you hear it as you tag with your sister, champions, you know, and then having supporting family members, because there are that, right? Like there are out there that, you know, I've dealt with plenty of wrestlers like, oh, they're not, you know, my parents hate what I do and everything like that. But can you elaborate a little bit more? Because I love hearing like stuff about like the parents and you know, like brothers, sisters, whatever it is, being so supportive in that.
So they're so supportive because my dad has had an independent wrestling company literally since I was in diapers. Like I remember when they had a backyard wrestling show. It was at my grandmother's house. They built a ring in her backyard, but it's not a regular backyard. It's like kudzu. Like it's like up there in the mountains, like type shit. They built a ring up there out of wood. It was just, I know that shit hurt. I know every time they bumped that hurt. But I literally remember them doing that and getting ready for that. And then we moved to Armories. Then we got our own building. And then whenever I was 14, my dad was like, would you be interested in wrestling? And I was like, hell yeah. Like, are you serious? Like, me and my sisters loved to be center of attention. Like, we did love it. We yearned for it. So when he was like, and my older sister, she's a nurse. She never cared about wrestling like that. So he came to me, he was like, you want to be a wrestler? I was like, hell yeah, I do. So they just kind of from then on just supported it 100%. Like we used to run concessions at my dad's show, right? So we had to pay our dues. We had to go and set up the ring, and Kylie worked concessions until she was damn 19 years old. Like you know what I mean? Until she literally got in the ring. So yeah, I think they're just supportive because my dad had it forever. Really, my mom is the trooper, right? Because you supported dad running this whole independent show that was making zero money, zilch. And he just loved it so much. And my uncle was a wrestler. Like my entire family is in wrestling. It still is. My uncle still. So yeah, and then once I started wrestling, I don't think my parents, well, maybe not my mom. I don't think my dad anticipated me taking it this seriously. I think it was just kind of like, I'm going to ask her and hope she does, but I don't know if she will. Because I was also a basketball player for 5 years. Girl, I made one shot. Like, expect me to take this serious. Like, they done wasted their money on basketball, and I didn't do nothing with it. So they were just like, you want to be a wrestler? Yeah, sure. But then I went to Dr. Tom's, took it serious. Like, that's really where it started. He said, do you want to be a wrestler? I was like, hell yeah, I do. And then once I started taking it serious, that's when they were like, okay, we'll go all in and we'll support it.
I love that. See, in the fields, that's what I'm all about. Like, oh, so good cut back up to the chat. He goes, "Holy bleep, this is a hard hitting match." I told you, don't play with her, don't piss her off. I'm scared. I ain't messing with her. Okay, like she'll beat me. I thought she was gonna beat me for wearing the A game jersey. Seriously. So, all right, let's see. Let's talk. Okay, let me do like a couple of these fan tweets because I got like a lot of fan tweets here. So, okay, this one's from My Alter Ego. He says, "Who's someone who she's never stood across the ring from that she'd like to, and what championship is she looking to add to her collection?"
Okay, one person I do want to wrestle that I've not got to wrestle, but my sister has a million times. I want to wrestle Nomi.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's like going. I knew you were gonna say it too. Like,
I want to wrestle Nomi so bad.
Oh.
I do. I really think that would be a good matchup. As far as collecting gold, let me think. I would like if Kylie and I could win the IWTV tag titles, or at least have a shot at them. Because I'm like, girl, come on. Come on, you got to give us a chance, a fighting chance. And I think that we would be a cute little representation of that. And that would be one that I would like to add for me and Kylie.
Where do you guys want to like get the shot at? Because like Kylie's like up here all the time and you're down there. Like, so where's going to be the argument of where this takes place?
Anywhere. That's, Kylie and I were literally talking about this earlier. We feel like some people don't have us team together because of where we live.
Yeah.
Girl, we travel. We like to travel. I like getting in my car and driving and, doing my thing. And so does she. I mean, she lives in the car. I live in the car. I'm like, we'll meet anywhere. Mm-hmm. If we go to freelance. I mean, she's always at Wrestling Open, wherever it is. You know what I mean? So literally anywhere, putting that out in the universe. Y'all heard me firsthand. We'll travel. We'll be there. Don't worry about us.
All right. So since I want to elaborate a little bit more, tag teams. Okay, so like IWTV, we got that. What's some tag teams you guys want to like wrestle together?
Okay, we have to run it back with the Bang Bros. Mm-hmm. Number one, and I feel like a lot of people have tried to get that matchup, us versus the Bang Bros again. Mm-hmm. Only happened once at Freelance. That was the first time touching, first time anything. And it was amazing. It was stunning. It really was. It really was. So I feel like that's one that we have to run back. Got to run that one back. Mm-hmm. Damn, what's another tag team we'd want to wrestle? Ravenna and her. No, yeah. What do they call? What are they?
Oh man. Shit. I just went blank.
The third, right? Is that what it is?
So yeah.
Yeah. Her and Kelsey Reagan. That's a good wrestle.
That's definitely something that I see down in like TWE. Definitely like TWE going down there or whatever.
Yeah, come on. We can do that. Lot.
Hey, listen, like RevPro, we got RevPro champs in the States right now. Got Manders and Thomas Shire. That'd be like fun. Want some gold?
See? Us versus anyone.
Listen, she said she wants to wrestle Gabby. So it's like Gabby and Bronson. Hello.
Let us.
We're putting it out on notice. Walter's in the chat. He goes, Kenzie's a great wrestler in the ring. I love all the love. I love how you guys are so positive. Make sure you hit that like button too. I appreciate it. All right, so we got another fan tweet. This one's from Mike. Oh, here we go. This is going to start a whole thing. What is the most epic cooking failure?
Cooking failure?
I told you, food talk always happens.
Oh my gosh, a cooking failure. Oh. Okay, I can't cook for anything. Nothing. I can't cook, can't bake, can't nothing. This is so embarrassing.
Oh, he knew. That's why he asked it.
It was actually 2 years ago. My family was like, you make the brownies for Christmas. I was like, easy. I go and get the box brownies from Food City, right? Follow the directions to a T. To a T, right? They come out. Oh, this is so embarrassing. They come out and they look pretty. I'm like, okay, great. I cut them up, do my thing. I keep them in the pan. I didn't even try them. I keep them in the pan, take them over to my grandmother's. Everyone's having a grand old time. Now it's time for dessert. Mm-hmm. Someone wanted a brownie. It was my papa Rob. Rest in peace. He ate the brownies in front of my face, mind you. He's like, oh, these are good. Eating them away. Tell me why I leave the Christmas dinner. He tells my mama, those were harder than a brick. Like, he starts destroying me. He's like, did she forget this? Did she forget that? That wasn't on the box, girl. I did the eggs and the oil and whatever they told me, girl. Like, to a T, I did it. Like, I'll never forget that. They bring it up every holiday. Easter or 4th of July, they always bring up the brownies.
So you gotta, like, remake it and, like, redeem yourself now.
Oh, no, I already told him. I was like, you guys can make them. Because you just didn't like mine, you can make them. Like.
See, this is what you gotta do. You have to go to the store and go buy them made and then put them in the tray. Shh. Yes. You put them in the tray. Oh, look. But don't put it in the plastic that it came in. Just put it in a tray. And then, like, you know, wrap it up and then come in. Like, yeah, I'm redeeming myself.
Oh my God, that's genius. I'm doing that. But I'm going to do it for Thanksgiving, so it's not like the Christmas fiasco. Like Thanksgiving, here we go. I got these brownies I made.
Oh, God. And I like to bake. So it's like, but, like, even, like, the box, it should be, what did you do? What did you forget?
I didn't forget anything. I literally followed to a T, and I am not an ingredients household, so I had to get everything that was on the box, and I followed it literally to a T. I don't know what I did wrong.
I'm dead. Good Cop, Bad Cop says, drum roll, it's a new Under the Ropes record, 30 minutes in and no food question. I'm sorry, we got it, but it's funny because I'm going to roll off because I was in Graps on Film stream earlier, and then he had a conversation, and he said that I have to continue on with you because he started talking, when he sees me, obviously New York, pizza and bagels, right, are like the main things here or whatever, and a lot of people even like in the South, they have like no idea, like they'll be like, what the hell is a bagel, you know, whatever. So he said, he started going into this whole rant about bagels, and he was like, how do you eat the bagels? I'm like, what is that question? What does that even mean? How do you eat the bagel? He goes, do you like chop it up into like 8 pieces or slice? I'm like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, well, I cut it in half if it's like a sandwich or something. And then like he got all into the stream about either you slice it this way, because I was like, if you're buttering it, you're not like cutting it like in half. But the way that he was talking about it was crazy. And I'm like, this is why you're not in New York. So it's just like, this is why you're in UK, you have no idea. But he had like, he goes, was it option A or option B? So either it was kind of like a sandwich that you just like slice it in the middle. Mm-hmm. And he's like, do you eat a bagel like that? He goes, or that you have it sliced and it's like separated, and then you put like, so here's the half bagel and then you layer. But then I was like, I was like, especially if it's a sandwich, I was like, you cut it, you layer it, and then you cut it in half.
Yes.
So then you have to, so anyway, the question is, how do you eat a bagel?
How do I eat a bagel?
He told me to ask you. So
it's exactly how you said. Like, if the big bagel comes, right?
Right.
Slice it there. Mm-hmm. Put whatever you want on it. Mm-hmm. Then, you know, if it's one of them chunky ones, that's when you slice it in half and eat half and half. But if it's like I just put a little bit of like that, you know, cream cheese or something on it, I'll just eat it like the 2 halves.
Yeah, I don't know where he was getting like the slices of like 8 slices of a bagel. I'm like, what is this? It's like, I'm starting to question you guys in the UK over there.
How big is y'all's bagels there?
Right? Like, I don't even think they have bagels, so I think he's a little confused or whatever like that. Good Cop Bad Cop says, does Kenzie hit hard, or has she or has one of her cookies in her hand when she's hitting?
It was a brownie.
Wow. Damn. See, wow. Now you can add that to like I guess some sort of fight, like a brownie fight, or like, some sort of food fight or something, or bring the brownies. I can't. Let's see. Walter says, who is your toughest opponent?
My toughest opponent? Hard not to say Markova on the regular. So I'd probably say, Natalia Markova. She hits hard. She's always on 100. Yeah, Markova, for sure.
Okay. Good Cop Bad Cop says, as a Brit, I can confirm we do not cut bagels at 8. Okay, so Ash is crazy. The next time he's live, I'm going to go start crapping his chat. Because I don't know where he was getting 8 slices. I was like, 8 slices? I was like, is this like a loaf of bread? Like...
Yeah, it's like a loaf, I understand. But 1 bagel, 8 slices, babe.
Good Cop Bad Cop says, who cuts a bagel into 8? That's worse than how Andy Brown eats cereal. So we have to ask the infamous question on this podcast. When you eat your cereal, do you put your cereal in first and then your milk? Or do you put your milk in first and then your cereal?
I do cereal first, then milk. Oh my God, is that the wrong answer?
No, that's the right answer.
Oh, okay. Yes, I do cereal first, and I fill that bowl up to the brim, and then milk.
There you go. We've had some strange ones.
That's crazy.
On this podcast, we've had water. we've had.
What?
I think Kenzie's rethinking coming on this podcast. No, she's like, what kind of people are you inviting on this podcast? Like,
what? Hell?
Yeah, and we've had the milk in first and then the cereal.
That's crazy.
And then we started talking about those cups. They were like, is that acceptable where it's like a cup and then you take the piece out and then you put the cereal in and then the milk so it doesn't stay, like, get soggy if you're traveling or whatever. So that when you're having it, like, it comes together.
Yes.
So we've had a lot of interesting conversations on this podcast. Walter's like, okay, cool stuff here. Listen, I asked the hard-hitting questions. We got to talk about food. We got to talk about, rhinestones. We have to. So, all right. So let's move on. There was more. Actually, Good Cop Bad Cop had originally sent in a question. So he says, with Kenzie Paige being an anagram of G's a pinky, who is the biggest wrestler you could beat with just your little finger? He goes, they are rolling their eyes and mocking you, thinking you can't do it. G's a pinky. What? You're crazy.
What?
I guess you're beating somebody up with your pinky? Like, I'm so confused here. Like,
I don't know who I beat up with my pinky.
Someone really skinny, I guess. I don't know.
It's tiny, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. She hits hard, so like, I don't know. That's okay. I'm moving on because I don't know. All right, let's bring back one of the fan questions that we got like on the one of the last podcasts that actually was very interesting, and I want to incorporate it into like a lot of these. So if you had an unlimited budget, what would your entrance be?
Oh my God, my entrance. Sorry, someone keeps calling me. I'm so extra. I probably, if it was unlimited, I could do whatever I wanted. Mm-hmm. Nobody could do anything. Glamorous by Fergie would definitely be my song. I would be riding in on the nicest car you've ever seen. And I don't know what kind of car that is because I'm not a car girl. But if it was pretty and pink and bedazzled, that's the car I'd be in. I'd be like riding on top of it though. I wouldn't be in it. Like I'd be on the back of it. Mm-hmm. Glamorous is playing. But then also as I'm like riding in, I want someone hot to be driving it. Mm-hmm. And then all these like cameras like flashing and all that, strobe lights everywhere and smoke everywhere. That would be my entrance. Ooh. And some like big muscular men to like grab me out of the car and like take me to the ring. That would be my entrance.
I like this. She's very detailed with that. I like that. I like that. I love how she said the rhinestoning of the car. Like, oh man, I don't know if you've seen those. There was a girl somewhere on TikTok and it took her months and she hand bedazzled.
Dazzled her own car, yes.
Right? Or like
Yes.
the white car. And like
Mhm.
she was posting it in series. And she would show, okay, today I'm doing the door, or like today I'm doing like the, you know, the trunk or something, and like, oh, we lost her picture.
Where am I at?
What happened? There you are.
Sorry.
No,
Someone
you're
keeps bothering me.
you're good. You're good. You're good. So, yeah. So I'm all for this. So, so you travel a lot, obviously, all over the place. Give us one of your best road trip stories.
Oh my gosh. Best road trip story. I'm gonna say my favorite road trip story, my favorite place to go. One time I went to Australia
Mhm.
and I was there for like 3 weeks. I went on tour with NWA. But on that tour we got to like go to Smashing Pumpkins concerts and wrestle like in between the concert sets. That was probably my favorite ever. But one thing that I learned from that trip, this is why it's not a crazy road trip story, but it's a fulfilling one. I have terrible anxiety. I have crippling anxiety, like very much a lot. Like even now I have it. That trip, I was so anxious and worried. I was going to be gone from home for 3 weeks, away from everyone I knew and loved. And I was anxious because I was like the only girl on the trip. The only other girl was Markova, but she had her mans with her, so fair enough. So it's kind of like a lone wolf, which was new territory for me. And ew, someone keeps revving up their car. Go. Like, that's the neighbors. Like, he'd be revving up the truck. It's not cute. But whenever we went to Australia, we went to like a whole bunch of different places, and we'd have to get our hotels and blah, 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 blah. But the first day there, I cried. I was being a crybaby. I was like, oh man, I'm scared. I want to go home, blah, blah, blah. Then the next day, I woke up, and it was like God had just sent an angel down on my shoulder and was like, girl, get up.
Mhm.
So I got up and I walked around town, and then I walked around town, did the concerts, did the matches, went back to the hotel, got new food, tried new things. Same thing. We'd go to like different places like every like 3 or 4 days.
Mhm.
And I just got in this routine, and I felt so independent and so like put together and so chick. Like,
Mhm.
I walk around, go get a coffee, do what I want. So that's not a crazy story, but that is like the most fulfilling one that I've had. That's like my favorite story to tell, because I felt like I found myself and found some independence. Now I'm not scared anymore.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. And, like, I get it. You know, like the anxiety and things like that. It's a lot. So let's flip that, right? And let's talk about this, because I know like one of the things that I talked about Gabby Forza on this podcast is, and a lot of the women too that I've had on this podcast, that, you know, here you are, you're wrestling. Women wrestling was so much different when I was growing up. I'm a lot older than you, so like me watching it back then, it was like, you know, you had like a valet. You know what I'm saying? Like there wasn't women's wrestling. So now that we have it, you know, we're getting more and more of it. We're seeing more and more women, you know, and then you have these like little girls that like idolize you. Like, I mean, that has to like hit the feels, and like you have to like express like that of like, I'm sure like little girls got up to you like, oh, I want to be like you, and I want to be a wrestler when I grow up. So, you know, maybe you could talk a little bit about that.
It's it is fulfilling, and I have a little niece, Adeline Grace. She's one of those girls who loves center of attention. She's a cheerleader. She's my little baby. She's 6 years old. And whenever I like have new gear or have like you said, the glitter and all that, I have this glitter spray. She's like the first person who's always like, you look so beautiful. I want to wear something like that. And I'm like, this literally, like, this is why I do this. Like, I get to be someone that like Addie Grace gets to look up to, and I'm in her life actively, and I'm around her all the time. And I feel like I get to be a role model for her. And I'm like, man, if she feels this way about me, imagine how many other kids that like I don't get to the pleasure of being able to talk to every day. They probably feel the same way. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm someone's like, someone looks up to me. Someone wants to look like me or be like me. And that again, like, with the anxiety and, you know, the self-confidence issues and all that stuff that I face on the regular, it is kind of fulfilling to like know that and hear those things and see those things, because my niece has no idea how I feel about myself or, you know, the struggles that I deal with daily. But to her, you know, I beat people up, I wear awesome clothes, and I'm decked out in glitter. And I'm like, that's what I do this for. Like, it makes me feel like somebody, you know?
Yeah, love that. Let's see what's going on in chat. Walter says, Kenzie, would you wrestle Natty in WWE no DQ match?
Duh. Yes.
It's
Duh.
a cop-out question.
Come on.
Love that. Love that. All right. Let's see what else we got here. All right. So I have two final questions for you. If anybody else has anything in the chat, please feel free to drop it into the chat. So, God, this year has gone so fast. Like, I can't believe we're in August already. So with the next couple of months, what are some goals you would like to accomplish?
I have a lot of goals, personally, but career-wise, I have Empower coming up. It's on August 28th. It's like a show that Kylie and I are running together. It was branded as an all-women show. We have a little bit of a twist to it. We have some stuff dropping for that. So one of my goals is to make sure that that event is a standalone great event. I want everyone that's a part of it to have fun. I want everyone who sees it and watches it and is in person there for it to have a good time. I want to make that something special, something big. That's like my main focus right now is August 28th. But, you know, further on down the road, all for the rest of the year, I just want to be happy in wrestling. I want to feel fulfilled. I want to just keep, I feel like I'm on a good point right now in my life, personally, to where I can bleed that over to wrestling and really just be proud of myself. After so long, you're your worst critic, obviously. I think this year I want to really just keep working hard and be proud of the work that I'm putting in rather than what's next. I want to be proud of what I'm doing. The shows that I'm running, I run KFW. It's me and my dad. And that's something I should be proud of. And I want those to be good. I want to just keep doing what I'm doing. But as long as August 28th goes good, that's my main goal right now. Past that, I just want to be proud and be thankful that I get to keep doing this.
Love that. Love that. So the next question, my final question here, obviously it's going to get you back into your feels because I'm all about that. Hashtag wrestling positivity is very big on me. So is there anything you could think of, you know, maybe a wrestler's done for you, maybe you've done for a wrestler, maybe a fan's done for you, maybe something you've done for a fan, anything that, you know, we wouldn't know unless you share this story?
Actually, right before my Natty match, this last one, I talked to Dr. Tom. That's my trainer. He's an agent at NWA. And I don't get to have very long conversations with him anymore just because he's busy, I'm busy. But that day, right before I wrestled Natty, it was about 3 or 4 hours before, he was outside, sitting outside the ECW arena. And I just I had anxiety. Kylie had a little anxiety, obviously. We're going into a huge matchup. So I literally just took some time to just sit there and just talk to him. Like, not even about my match, but about my life, his life, training, you know, people that I trained with in class. And honestly, it felt like for those, it was 30, 45 minutes I talked to him. And he's so busy. So to get to have him that long and to get to have me there that long on that such a busy day, it felt like the universe was really looking out for me. But to talk to him for that time before that match, it kind of healed me a little bit. And he doesn't even know that. You know what I mean? Like, he was just shooting the shit with me. So he doesn't know that I was having a full-blown panic attack internally. And poor little Kylie Alexa, she's got the same thing going on. She has anxiety out the ass. I'm sitting here eat up with anxiety. I go and talk to Dr. Tom, and it kind of grounded me. You're here. You're about to have a crazy match. You're talking to Doc. You're going to be fine. I just felt so normal in that 30 to 45 minute window talking to him. And he doesn't know it. Nobody knows it. But that kind of, I flipped the switch from then on. Because then I went back to Kylie and I was like, we got this.
Right.
look at you, look at me, look at her. We got this. All three of us. Like, we're about to make history. Our whole family's here. And I even told her, I was like, I talked to Dr. Tom. Like, girl, we are good to. But I did tell Doc in that conversation, I was like, this is verbatim what I said. I was like, Dr. Tom, I need you to be an asshole. I need you to critique this match from, you know, everything that I do, from my entrance to my moves to everything. I was like, break me down. Like, I need this, Dr. Tom. And he looked at me and he was like, okay. And then after the match, this is kind of all wraps into one thing, but after the match, I'm already boo-hoo crying, of course. Kylie's crying. And we had this little room upstairs, and he walks in, and I'm ready to get my ass ate up. Like, I'm ready for him to be like, this. He goes, you're not going to want to hear this. And I was like, oh, here it goes. He's like, I can't tell you anything. I had no critique for you. Girl. When me and Kylie boo-hooed, sobbed out loud.
Aww.
It felt so good in that moment, though, to just let those tears flow, girl, because it was all day built up. And then to have Dr. Tom give that little nod of approval, like, you girls did it. I was like, oh, my God. We got through it, and Doc put it over, like, yes. So, yeah, that is what Dr. Tom did for me. Healed my anxiety that day, and I needed him, and he was there for me.
I love that. See, you know, like, these are the things. There's so much good in wrestling. Mm-hmm. You know, and obviously we see so much negative, right? Yeah. And it's like, I've witnessed so much positive behind the scenes, you know, and like, I love stories like this, and I love that you guys like share these stories with me, because again, we wouldn't know, you know, but like, these are the moments that it's just, I love it. Like, I want to sit here and cry, you know, like, I love that for you, like, so much. So much. Let's see. Slips in the chat, goes, wrestling, huh? Oh, you said little like makeup brushes in the chat. Thank you. It's so cute. It's like, I guess, a new feature like on YouTube that I had like no idea what it is, but thank you. How cute. So, hey, listen, we're all about the makeup, the glitter, the rhinestones. I'm all here for it. So, up to play again. I know you saw me playing this down at SCI with everybody, and Jameson shook cut a crazy promo. Jaden Newman. I'm Jaden Newman, and I like to down to play it, because you guys were like calling your match, and then it's like Jaden screaming across the damn thing. Now I can't even open it. So now I've decided that we're gonna play this on the podcast now. So, all right, I'm pulling a card. We'll see if it's bad. I'm gonna put it back, because some of them are really bad. Or whatever. All right, let's see. Okay. So this is called No, You're Drunk, the card. So the speaker must pretend they're drunk cutting a promo. So I'm going to leave it loose for you. She's probably like, pull another card, please.
Pull another card, please.
You want me to pull another card?
Yes. Okay. I could do a spot on one, but it would be so embarrassing.
Okay, let's see. Do you have any props around you? Because I pulled one that's a prop.
What? Let me hear it.
Let's see. The speaker must find an object in the room and incorporate it into their promo.
Vape.
Okay.
Okay, so I just cut a promo and then just incorporate the...
Whatever you want to do. If you want to cut it like on someone, I'm leaving it all up for you, girl.
Okay. Can I just say this? Kenzie Paige hits really hard. And I will knock your tooth out just like the brownies did at my Christmas of 2024. All right? I hit hard. Hit as hard as this geek bar, babe. I told you, it hits hard. God. Okay, period. I got giggles, so that was good.
That was good. This is starting so much stuff. So shout out to Heel Pops and Chair Shots, because they sent it over to me. So I've been having fun playing with everybody. So thank you. So that was great. That was funny. Thank you. So, all right. So tell the fans, what do you got coming up, girls, so people can come support you?
August 28th, the Empower Show in Sevierville, Tennessee. go on my socials to find out more information about that. We're going to be dropping more stuff. August 22nd, I'm in Florida with NWA. August 8th, I'm wrestling Hazuki in Alabama. I'm so excited for that.
How
so
awesome.
that. That is my August as of right now. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, yeah. Then I have Uncanny in Texas on August 15th. Then August 16th, I have Girl Fight with Billy Starks. So I'm really pumped about that. So you can kind of find me all over. I got Florida, Tennessee, Texas, and Indiana coming up. So that's where I'm going to be in August.
Awesome. So tell the fans where they can follow you if they're not following you, all that fun stuff.
Yes, Instagram is Kenzie_Paige H, and then Twitter, oh my God, I don't even remember. I think it's Kenzie Paige _1.
Yeah.
That is my socials. And then my TikTok, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, my TikTok is Kenzie Paige something, but my reposts are so funny. So y'all can go on there and get a good little chuckle if you want. Have funny reposts. Follow me on TikTok.
I love that. All the links are in the description below, so go give her a follow if you're not following already. Is there anything we didn't cover? I feel like there's always gonna be stuff we're gonna miss, but like, you know, I'm sure like you'll come back, or maybe you'll be at like one of my backstage when I'm at a show or something like that. Anything you want the fans to know that we didn't discuss today?
Not that I can think of. I think we've pretty much got everything.
Okay. Joel's in the chat. He's laughing. He said, "So proud of you." I feel like the promo.
He did like the.
I love that. So, yeah. So thank you for coming on here. I appreciate you like hanging out with us, talking a little bit. So, next week I'm back, guys, with Tim Bosby. So I'm gonna yell at him too. Probably. He said he was coming on here to bury people. So beware. Is that someone like you know, you need to like go beat up? You want any questions you want me to pass along to him to answer next week?
Tell him, ask him, say Kenzie wants to know if you're part of program A or program B, and he'll know.
Oh boy. Okay. So make sure you guys are tuned in next week. So anyway, so you guys know the drill. Stay safe, support independent wrestling, and I'll talk to you guys soon. You guys have a good night.
Feeling miserable.